What's up, guys? It is Coach David here at OTL Fitness in Austin, Texas. And today, I want to give you 5 movements for abs, midline, core, whatever it is that you want to call it, that you may not be doing yet, and I think they are highly, highly effective. Now, don't forget, if you want some workouts, we post daily workouts at our website, otlfitness.com. Let's get into these movements. So movement number 1 is going to utilize the rock. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen the rock before. It's a forward and backwards movement with a knee to elbow touch. Ideally, we're going to go from the 4-point position here. I like to start with my shoulders slightly in front of my wrists. Feet are going to be about shoulder width apart. And I'm going to rock back, pushing my hands into the floor. Butt's going to come to the heels. My knees are going to stay off the ground here. And then as I come forward, driving my shoulders forward, exhale, knee goes to the elbow, and then I rock back. Now, if you can't get that knee up to the elbow, that's okay. Just go where you can, right? We do what we can here. Inhale, exhale, and when I exhale, guys, I'm bracing the midline as tight as I can. And I like to go 3 sets, maybe 12 to 20 reps. Again, it's all about where you're at and what you're capable of. And that's going to be movement number 1 that you should add to your midline or ab workout. Movement number 2 is going to have some equipment involved. If you have a furniture slider, great. If not, maybe you have concrete or tile floors. You can use a paper plate or a towel. I found a Frisbee inside the gym. You could use something like a Frisbee. There's going to be variations to this. I'm just going to show you one variation, which is going to be kind of the harder variation for some people. And that's going to be both feet inside of your plates or whatever it is that you're using. I'm in that FLR position again, forward leaning rest. My shoulders are slightly in front of my hands. I'm not letting my hips drop, pulling my ribs to my hips. And I'm gonna hold that position, push back, and then squeeze as I come forward. What's really important here, guys, is when you're pulling yourself forward, you do not let the hips drop. Okay, we are not letting the hips drop. Driving into the floor with our hands, and we have to make sure we really maintain a good, strong, rigid midline. You're gonna hear that pretty much on all of these movements. So again, squeezing tight, push back, come forward. Only go where you can. It's not impressive if the body loses shape. We put ourselves at risk. It's more impressive to stay rigid and just short movements. I only like to go maybe 5 to 8 reps on that one for 3 sets, taking your time, making sure it looks perfect. Let's go on to movement number 3. And real quick, if you need to scale that movement a little bit, guys, you don't have to go from the hands. One way to scale it is by going to the elbows. So I've got my feet on the slider, go to my elbows about shoulder width apart, hands are not together here, apart. Squeezing the body, push back, pull yourself forward. And that's a good way to scale it away from the hands to make it a little bit easier. All right, movement number 3, guys, is gonna be all about rapid firing and quick movement. I've got one slider with me. Again, you may have to change out the tool. I've got one foot on. Oh yeah, you can get these on Amazon for very cheap, guys. Just look up furniture sliders. I'm in this good push-up position here. This time only one foot is touching the ground, right? And I'm coming up with the knee on the slider while my other knee goes back. So this is the movement in slow motion, but I want it front to back as quickly as possible. So we don't want to just bring it up and stop. It's up and back. Trying to keep this foot off the floor at all times, working speed, good control, rigidness through the midline, 10 reps on one side, 10 reps on the other, rest 30 seconds, 10 and 10, rest 30 seconds, 10 and 10. Hit that for 3 to 5 sets. This is a great one, guys, and that's movement number 3. Movement number 4 is a movement that a lot of you already do, but when I see it being done, it's usually done slightly wrong, right? So here's what it is. It's a shoulder tap, guys. It's a very basic movement where we bring our hand up to our shoulders. However, it's so basic that we cheat it. We go here. We think it's all about speed. It's not. The shoulder tap is all about slow and controlled movement. I grip the ground with my hands first. My feet are about shoulder width, hip width apart. Brace, okay, watch this bracing action here. Brace, I want to transfer the weight to one arm, touch, control back down. Make sure that that hand has all the weight on it again before I come back over. Now I have a slight rock, but it shouldn't be this. Right, we're squeezing tight, don't let those hips move, really forcing the body to stay tight. You're creating that tension. You have to make sure you focus on going slow and control and really squeezing tight. Now that one, guys, 10, 12, 20 reps is gonna be a little high. I think to keep that on the shorter end as far as reps go to keep the quality as high as possible. So we'll call it 10 reps, 3 to 5 sets. Then we'll go on to movement number 5. All right, guys, I'm already sweating from all of these demos, but this is movement number 5. This is gonna be on the more advanced, but I'm gonna give you a scale for it as well. Come over to the pull-up bar with me. I'm short, so I can use these short pull-up bars here. This is the leg drop. We're gonna be focusing on the eccentric phase of this movement. So I'm bringing my legs up, and I'm slowly bringing my feet back down. So that lowering is the eccentric phase. Again, this is about quality, so I'm keeping the reps maybe 5 to 8 reps at a time. When you come back up, try to control, if we can, coming back up. Feet are together, my legs are locked out, I'm squeezing my quads nice and tight. If you're like, Coach, I can't do it that way. What else? What's a scale that I can do? Here's what you'll do. Hang, pull the knees up as high as you can, and then slowly drop them down. Or bring the knees up, have the feet slightly out, coming back down nice and slow. Try to drop on a 3 to 5 second down phase with the legs. And again, keep the reps to a minimum so we keep the quality as high as possible. And those, guys, are 5 movements that you may not be doing, or maybe you are, and there's some things that you picked up in this video to make them even better. Give it a shot, guys. If you have any questions, you know where to drop them in the comments below. And don't forget to check out our website, otlfitness.com, for daily workouts. Coach David, I am out, guys.